playing drums and talking about stuff. Hey, this COVID hair mess is gonna get me down. It is, but that's all right. Next thing you know, I'm probably gonna end up with hair that I had in college or something. I have done something very cool. I have brought this kit from Nashville. It's a wonderful, wonderful set, and I love playing with these because I played with them on the road for years. As soon as I got an endorsement with Crush, for some reason they couldn't get me the kit that I was supposed to get, so they sent me this one. It's kind of cool because they said, hey, we have this in the house, do you want this now for dirt cheap, because it had a bug inside the acrylic shell of the acrylic in the material of the floor tom. So it's great. I enjoy it. I've played this thing and it has traveled everywhere. The problem is it weighs 1,000,000 pounds. The lights are cool when they're turned on in the dark, but in the daytime it's just wasting. I brought goodies. Check this out. It's a tray to help us play. These little things are felt, just strips of felt. And I hold them together with a piece of duct tape. This is just a piece of duct tape. The bottom piece of felt is a little bit shorter, so it touches half the tape than the top. No need for any kind of anything else because, man, it's sticky. And that's really it. The top is just a little bit sticky. I put it on my rims. It does get your rims sticky, but alcohol takes that stuff off. These are great. Flies up, lays back down. Doesn't mute the head like a moon gel. This is a fat head. Fat heads are very cool. They can take a snare drum and change the sound instantly. Also, it takes the volume down a little bit. So, but if you take a drum head, you can put this on any size tom or snare and it kind of does the same effect. It drops the pitch of that drum and makes it very short. The ones that I use now, I've put tape on the outside so it doesn't buzz. Head appropriate sized. It's great though. Works on the snare drum. Just what have I done today? Well, I just kind of edited videos all day. So I had to edit an idea that I had with a character that I've played for years on stages. And my whole deal was I have played on the road with the same band or same company for pretty much 17 years. I've worked for them. And then one day I just decided I didn't want to do it anymore. Uh, it was fun. It was very cool to travel everywhere and go see places and enjoy all that, but it was different. You had to play a character. It was a very different organization called Perfect World. We all had to play with clicks. They had probably 10 to 15 drummers in the United States that could do my job, or I could do theirs. And I got hired into it by some guys from New York, developing a band out of Atlanta. And they got a hold of me, and then they got a hold of one of my buddies, and we hopped in the organization. We learned their dance steps. We put on their costumes and had a ball. Man, was it fun. Just playing disco, then turned into playing 80s and metal and different versions of musicians, and you could just trade out people because everywhere you went, you always dressed the same and you wore sunglasses. So musicians could be traded out pretty easy wearing wigs and all that. And if it was done right, it wasn't campy, and it actually felt like you were, oh goodness, these cats look like that from 1978. It's kind of fun. The make believe worked really well. The guys that figured this program out were pretty cool figuring it out, but it's taught me a lot about playing with the metronomes and everything else, because I was already playing with sequences before that. And then I walked right into, they gave me a mini disc player and said play along, and all of a sudden I heard somebody counting on my ears, and here we go. It was cool. I have a drum trigger on this snare drum because since this went out with me all the time, I was always using electronics constantly. I'm always using a version of the Octopad or samples or SPDs or anything. I've had them for years since my second year of college. And I had to use triggers on my snare drum because the bands always wanted that doubled snare drum sound that just sounds great. Everything you do is two snare drums, and it fills so much room up. And I never really took it off because this drum has gone out with me live. This was one of the first things Crush sent me, was this drum, then this kit, then my other kits. But that was kind of a fun moment in time. Oh, but the character was a guy named Jackie Diamonds that they gave me. And I played Jackie Diamonds, and you have to develop this character so it's believable. So when you walk out, you stay in character, and you walk out and entertain between sets. It was very unique and well received. People liked the idea, the clubs, and everywhere we went, every place we played, crazy stadiums of baseball things, just wild, all over the place, flying anywhere. Hey, can you be in Orlando? Well, I guess I can. And then if you can't, somebody from Seattle will be there. And I've had the guys, did that for me. They flew down from Seattle and they would play drums for me because they knew every song. They knew the exact same way because we all need the same parts and stuff. It's kind of a neat little factory of music. But the character of Jackie Diamonds had his own fun. And I've started doing those characters on Saturday as a way of talking through an idea that I have about maybe a way to kind of evolve the world and kind of think there's a bug in here. No, what? I don't like flyy things in here. All right, so it's just kind of a way for me to be able to talk, because it's easy for me to talk when I have music behind me. It's a lot easier to do than just talking straight to the camera and telling an idea of thinking outside of the box to maybe really, really drastically fix things quickly within probably about 2 years. It's pretty unique and a very different thinking, and I've been working with it. And today I was editing a bunch of stuff, getting ready for it, and I'm just doing such crazy, silly things. It's funny, and that kind of masks the truthfulness of what I'm saying behind it. It's something that I've had in my head for a while, and I kind of need to get it out, just like playing. I need to play. I do. I really do love the way this kit sounds. When they sent it to me, I had to change it because when you tune an acrylic drum set, it sounds like you're hitting a basketball. It does. You hear the bouncing of air back and forth like hitting the plastic inside the basketball, the rubber. Ding, it's a real unique ping that it makes it sound. And you can throw a basketball hard enough on the ground that's tight enough, it will make that same sound. These drums all made that sound, except for the kick drum. I think the air escaping made the difference. I figured out a way to fix it. I even contacted Crush about how to fix it. They never said anything to me about it, but I know I got it. I drilled extra vent holes underneath the tension rods with a drill. I cut about, I think 4 of them in this one, I think 3 in here and 2 in this drum. And they're just a 1/4 inch size hole right in under the rim, and it just goes through, and the escaping of the air got rid of that boing boing. I guess I'm warmed up enough. Time to play. Bye.